Welcome back to CHOWTIME Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from Home Math. Apologies for the voice.
Hey Viv, these mass deportations are going to help out real Americans, right?
I'm gonna stop you right there.
I bet you're wondering how America got here. Well, it all started with bird hands. That's right, America went straight down the tubes as soon as it started letting cranky, dissatisfied women from a 3 to a 6 make these naggy little henpeck gestures on TikTok. I know, it sounds crazy, but let's...
It's funny because I always talk about it and how much I hate them doing. It's just like, it's so patronizing, it feels.
Let's go back to the beginning. See, a long time ago, people used to understand that women were violent too. A man will just come out in the open and punch you in the nose, but women are small and weak, so they just lie about being victims until someone else does it for them. And that makes all the simps crawl out of the woodwork and do their bidding, like
white knights.
the bugs they are. We used to understand this, and nagging women used to get punished for other stuff too. This one's called the scold's bridle. It makes it so she can't talk. Pretty crazy, right? But nowadays, women can do whatever they want.
Bring that back.
Whenever they want. And if you so much as point it out, guess what? You're the bad guy. Tell me that ain't crazy. What's all this gotta do with bird hands? Everything. Alright, that was fun. I finally got Ableton working again. Anyway,
Nice job, Home Math. Nice job.
whatever podcast asked, why do they always do the hand thing, referring to this little henpeck gesture that girls have been making with their hands? And I thought I'd bring you the answer. Here it is. So the hand thing that the TikTok girls are doing is the hands are closed and pointed at you. And it means, you better listen to me. I am telling you. Me. This is what you believe now. Me. When you point it at yourself.
It's like you're trying to instill the fuckery into your brain.
You get the Italian, like the chef's kiss thing. Oh, I'm telling you, this is so... Look at what I did over here. I did that unconsciously. This is so good, you should try it. The hands closed over here are, I'm sure
Makes
of
sense.
what I'm saying, and I receive your needs.
I mean, they say most communication is actually non-verbal communications using hands. I mean, I use my hands quite a bit. I move them around, shake them up, do this. But I do this to like mess around with like mocking them. But yeah, it is a big part of speech. And when women do it, it just seems patronizing to men because it's just like poking at you constantly with 5 fingers.
You should try this thing, that's great. This is also used in Italian arguments. I told you about that kid. What Trump does is the open hands, double open hands, and he moves them around. I am listening to you. I understand your needs. When the hands are open towards yourself, it means listen to me. I'm begging you, listen to me. Almost like you're doing the open hands for the other person. You would never do this with that. You would never say, please listen to me.
This is correct.
I'm begging you. You see how that doesn't match? So the hand signals they're not nothing. They're unconscious. Like if you just let your hands do what they want while you're talking, they'll sort of do some of the talking for you.
Correct.
So the fact that the TikTok
I'm a big hand guy. I use my hands quite a bit.
girls are all doing this is a bad sign. It means they're at the end of their rope, in my opinion, and they're just going like, do what I want, do what I want. So that's how women are doing, I guess. And yeah, it's always the women who are falling off the bottom first. It's the ones who are the most susceptible to social change. But these things always spread. They always spread throughout society. Like 20 years ago, everyone said, don't meet anybody from the internet, and now that's all we do. So this might follow a similar pattern. This is my Who is a 10 chart. It explains why women who are not 10s are always saying they are. I also talked about this on the standard female delusion chart. This is how they talk in public, everyone's perfect. And then this is how they talk in private. Them and their besties are way up at the top and everyone else is trash. It's
Makes
a
sense.
collective negotiation strategy. The way it works is that the mids and the sub-mids are always gassing each other up and excusing each other's behavior because that's the only way they can compete with the top women who also have to pretend that everyone is beautiful or else they don't get to be in the little hand-holding group. And that usually doesn't really matter.
This is true. If a hot girl acts like she's hotter than everybody else, yeah, she doesn't. She's not a girl's girl anymore.
Until they all work in human resources. When
Oh,
they're in a unified group, they control access to everything, especially when they convince the male mids to play along, like they're gonna get something for doing it. They never do. The reason this is so dangerous, and we used to throw rotten fruit at them for doing it, is that the hand-holding group only works when they lie. That's how you show loyalty to the group. You tell ridiculous lies, because the bigger the lie, the more you are proving that you'll say anything to be included. It's a
this makes total sense.
token of submission. That's why it's so disgusting when men do it. And that's why everything is so upside down right now.
It does put a whole bunch of cringe when a man is saying, "Oh, you're so beautiful," and then she's like 300 pounds.
Because when women get power, they don't just say, "I'm better at your job than you," like a man would. It's usually not true, too. Instead, they say things like, "Babies can be pilots too," because if that's true, then that means everyone should be accepted everywhere, even if they're not good enough. And by everywhere, they mean only the best places, which is the same thing as saying, "I'm a 10." Do you see how it's all connected? Make a demand and then collectively lie to justify it. "I'm a 10" means I am marriage material for anybody. I should get paid the same as someone who can actually do the job. It doesn't matter what I do, it matters what I get, even if I'm not earning it. And someone else can make up for what I'm not doing, even if he doesn't get anything. So then they vote to get, even if they're not earning it. And then when they're getting equal or greater, then they think they're better than you, which makes you icky. And then all the women are looking for a tiny few men. And then no one gets married and has kids, and everyone hates each other. That's why I want you to look for things like the bird hands. This is all about giving instructions. This is what we believe now. And they're trying to make you simp, and you can't do it because
It's like bird hands that can make you become a bird brain.
you lose. We all lose. Bird hands are a sign of desperation. You don't have to be forceful if you're actually in control. So when you see women doing this, they're saying, this is what you have to agree with, or you're not in the club. And you don't want to be in the club. Here's a preview from my new levels chart. This one's easier to read. Video's coming soon. Bird hands are coming from this level. They're trying to control you to get power. Here's a few examples.
Men responding to the chopped man epidemic girl are giving the same kind of energy as the kind of man who would hit on you, and when you reject him, would say, "Oh, well, you ain't that cute anyway."
Here's the girl she's talking about.
Like, that's a cute girl.
So here's how things are gonna be.
I want to share my thoughts on this chopped man epidemic thing. But here's the thing. The majority of men out there are not putting any
The chicken sounds. The chicken sounds.
effort into making themselves appear attractive to women. I can see people's attractiveness objectively, and even if I'm not personally attracted to them, I can recognize when someone is attractive.
Notice the excessive pecking. She's saying, believe me, even though she knows deep down that she wouldn't see these guys as so gross if it wasn't for the power imbalance caused by her own behavior. This one was political activism, and she knows she's full of it.
If watching families being ripped apart does not appeal to your humanity, let me try and appeal to you financially, because these mass ICE deportations are bad for the economy.
Isn't that the face of persuasion? Don't you want to believe everything she says? Here's one more.
She is one of those Asian influencers I really dislike.
Real quick.
Men always complain that women are constantly nagging. Maybe she's not nagging, and it's just that you keep doing the same thing over and over again. A woman doesn't want to be in the position to act like your mother. Don't put yourself in the position to act like her child.
That's good advice in a relationship, but on a society-wide scale, you voted for equal, which makes you look at men like children. I don't know if you can do the math. Women have to respect men or they don't like us, and they are collectively removing the things that make them respect us. So the problems are not all men's fault.
This is very true. The respect factor for men has gone out the window, right? Like, women have no respect for men whatsoever nowadays.
It's like every woman at once is saying, why do you have to breathe so loud?
Shout outs to Ho Math, one of the best channels out there. Please go give the man some subs, some likes, some views. And guys, I'm leaving for Korea today. Today should be the 11th when I release this video. I will be back by like the 22nd, 23rd. Don't worry about videos. There'll be no entertainment gaps in my channel. There'll always still be 4 videos coming out, even while I'm gone. The only thing is I'm going to try to stay away from comments and my phone so much and try to enjoy Korea and China. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.